News Radio 570 WSYR, now on 106.9 FM.
570 WSYR weather. Don't worry about it. Nice through Monday and progressively warmer. Easter Sunday's nice with a high near 65. Are you working at one of the most soul-killing, dangerous, underpaid, going nowhere jobs for 2014? Well, let's find out. And if you are, what you can do about it. Gary D. Rodriguez is a jobs expert. I have the best jobs and worst jobs, Gary. But let me go through some of the worst jobs out there now. And this surprised me. I mean, the perks are good for travel, but a flight attendant isn't a very good job. Why so?
Well, the flight attendant, they have a high-stress job, and mostly because airlines are consolidating, so it's a shrinking job market. I think the projection of the growth rate for up to 2022 is a minus 7%. So flight attendants' job possibilities are actually shrinking rather than expanding.
Government jobs in terms of corrections officers, firefighters, they don't make much money.
No, growth rate for firefighters is at 7%, correction officers is at a 5%, and you have to look at it that they're both really dangerous jobs, and you always are under some sort of stress because when on the job, especially for firefighters, they are risking their lives on a daily basis.
These are the worst jobs out there: corrections officer, firefighter, garbage man, flight attendant, head cook, broadcaster, taxi driver, enlisted military personnel, newspaper reporter, and the worst job you could ever have is a lumberjack? Really?
That's the worst.
Well, obviously the danger level's pretty high, right?
Danger level is pretty high. The growth projection is only 4%. It's pretty low pay, only $24,000 a year. But I think more importantly, when you look at newspaper reporter and lumberjack, both of which are relatively involved in a paper-dependent industry, everything's going digital. So those two job markets are shrinking based upon the technology that's been coming online. Most news and most of the way the information gets out now is through social media. So it is a shrinking industry, no doubt.
When do you know it's time to quit one of those jobs and try something new, Gary?
Well, I think that's quite individually dependent, but I would say when you feel like you can't pay your bills, you can't put food on the table, and you're highly stressed out every day and exhausted, that's probably a really clear indication it's time to start getting other credentials and a different form of education and move to a different career.
Yeah, and if you're not very good operating a chainsaw and you're a lumberjack. That's Gary D. Rodriguez. He's a jobs expert. I'll mention the best jobs. They are speech pathologist, occupational therapist, computer systems analyst, software engineer, dental hygienist, audiologist, actuary, statistician, university professor who's tenured, and the best job out there is a mathematician. 570 WSYR time, 7:18. Joe Galuski, traffic, weather, and an update on your money in 3 minutes.
That symbol in your weather app isn't going to tell you when.
Oh, not now.